Right now, we are going to go into the three keys into the game. I think my three keys, at least for me, are to one. We have to finish drives. I think that's honestly just been the one thing that has been ailing this Iowa State offense is the inability to finish drives in the red zone because it seems like we can just move the ball from the 20s to the 20s to the 20, and then once we get inside the red zone it just seems like there's just penalties that happened, or there's a nice pass for a rocker, or and it gets dropped, or all these crazy procedural penalties, holding penalties, they've got to stop. And I mean, and luckily we have Conradi, but we got to start turning these drives that we kick field goals into touchdowns because it's been honestly, there were so many opportunities last week in the Arizona State game where they had chances to score points and we kicked field goals and that ended up costing us. Obviously, I do think Kyle will have a better kicking game this week since it's basically going to be perfect weather, 83 degrees and sunny in Fort Worth this weekend. So make sure everyone who's going down, it should be a nice weather for the Cyclone fans who and the contingent of people who are going to be going down to Fort Worth this weekend. And the second thing for me is to take care of the football. I mean, we took care of the football for the most part last week. We did turn it over a few. We did turn it over a few times last week. So I think if we play a much more cleaner brand of football and win the turnover margin, I do think that the Cyclones have a chance to win this game. But we have to take care of the football. Like we can't have these things where we press and then we go and play sloppy football. But yeah, and then the third key for me is to get off the field. Obviously, I know that might be that might be more of a tall task for this depleted defense, but look, and obviously there are people the you know it's limited because you have a whole bunch of new faces on defense coming in and playing and doing the best they can. But honestly, I really think the key to this game to getting off the field is tackling. I just think that I've just seen way too many times this year to where we try to lay the big hit, but we don't want to wrap up. We have got to wrap up at the point of contact. If we can get there, and wrap up at the point of contact, if it's 39, go and gang tackle as a team and get the team off the field so we can just give our offense more chances to score. And I really do think that the Iowa State does have a chance at to get to score a lot of points in this game. I do think they have a chance to get out of this rut. So we're gonna go to predictions now. Honestly, we like if you have been obviously if you're a fan of this show or if you're a new viewer, on this podcast we have been choosing this team, and usually we're like more of from an optimistic standpoint. We're probably one of the most optimistic